Welcome to Native Hustle, the podcast for entrepreneurs who don't have time for bullshit.
We've sat through way too many business trainings that were full of all fluff and zero action. Sound familiar? Yeah, we're not doing that here. Every episode is packed with real, practical insights that you can actually use. Whether you're grinding to get your startup off the ground, you're scaling your business, or you're refining your brand, we bring you tips that actually matter because your time is too damn valuable for anything else.
So if you're ready to cut through the nonsense and get real strategies that work, you're in the right place. We're your hosts, Marina and Monica from Sister Sky. Let's get to it.
Hello, welcome to Native Hustle. I'm Monica.
And I'm Marina.
And we're your hosts. Hey, Marina, today we are talking about something that could just change your life, coming up with your next big business idea.
Ideas, business ideas. So, Monica, a myth sometimes that some people think, we're calling it a myth, about business ideas is that sometimes, most of the time, people don't just wake up and have $1 million business idea.
No.
Business ideas take time.
They do. And actually, really good business ideas are generated with a process. And so today we're talking about a really simple 3-step process that you can actually use to generate your next big business idea.
So let's do a little reminder here. How many ways? We're going to talk about three. Just three.
3 simple ways.
3 simple ways, which what I've learned is that if we're able to let somebody know that, okay, we're going to walk you through this.
Yep.
It's only three possible ways to come up with a business idea. Then a person can go, okay, I can wrap my head around 3.
Exactly.
Give me 4 or 5. I might get lost, but we're just going to talk about 3 today.
3. It's that simple, right?
Okay.
So first, right? The first is look at your own life. Like that is the easiest place to start when generating a business idea, right? So what's something that you struggle with in your life and that doesn't have a great solution, right? So if you have a problem, chances are other folks have that same problem. So give us an example of number 1, which is look at your life. That's the easiest place to start.
So what I'd like to emphasize here is it's really about a problem and solving and having a solution to a problem. You look at any business ideas, any business advice, they're going to first say, understand what a problem is, then you're wanting to find a solution. So a quick example, could be a potential example is someone grew up drinking traditional herbal teas, which we did do. A person noticed that there were not widely available convenient forms of potentially herbal teas. What if a person created a brand that offered prepackaged, ready-to-brew versions of the herbal teas?
Perfect.
In essence, what they're doing is sharing a bit of their culture and making the herbal tea, which was a problem. It wasn't readily accessible, and they solved a personal problem that they had.
Absolutely. So look at your own life and find a solution. Look at your own life and what's missing, right? So that's number 1.
I liked that one example that you gave my daughter, and you said it's brilliant, and actually it is. A lot of people can probably relate to it now, is that company that came out with those little stars, those little pads that they put on acne.
Yeah, that's a real problem.
And they're transparent, and that is a problem that some people have and wanted to find a solution. And it served a problem, and it came up with a solution. So I think that's a great idea.
Exactly. So there's somebody that said, I have a problem with acne and I do want to go out of the house, and this little star patch that I put on makes me look a little bit more presentable, but it is real time solving a problem. So I love that. That is one of the best ways to generate a stellar business idea.
I want to do a quick recap on that. It really does come down to, if it's a problem for you, then it's probably a problem for someone else. And if you can find a solution, then you have a potential business idea.
Correct. Fantastic. Absolutely. Okay, number 2, because we're giving you 3. This is number 2 of 3. a really good way to generate a business idea is to improve on an existing idea, right? You do not need to reinvent the wheel. You just have to make it better. Look at what's already out there and what's missing. We have a really good example of this.
Monica, share with us the example. You share that example better than I would.
Okay, so there is a lot of shampoo on the market. I think we all know that. The hair care industry is pretty large. However, Sister Sky identified a shampoo that was missing on the market, and that shampoo was a product that was made specifically for mixed textured hair. Now, if you have ethnic hair, you're generally given one option, which is curly, coily hair. Well, not all people of color have curly, coily hair. We have a really unique hair type called mixed textured hair. We noticed this in the marketplace and said, hey, why don't we actually improve upon the idea and create a line of products that serves mixed textured hair. So again, shampoo is shampoo.
Yep.
We're not reinventing shampoo,
Yep.
but we're improving upon what is already out there. And we've come up with a line and we've launched a line basically using the number 2 strategy.
Improving on an existing idea. Here's another quick example of improving on an existing idea. Although it can go back decades, the iron. I sew my daughter's jingle dresses. So an existing idea was an iron, to iron clothes. You used to have to put, some might not know this, the iron on like a stove, a wood stove to heat up the iron part. Heat it and then transfer it over to what you're ironing and iron it. Well, someone said there's a better way to make a better iron.
Yes.
And they did. So that is improving on an existing idea.
Yeah, and it's been done time and time again. It's like time tested, right? It's real. It's not a big secret. Thanks for the iron example. But I think it's also important to point out that we use number 2 to launch a new hair care line. And we've been in business 25 years. So generating ideas isn't just for the startup. It's for all businesses. And all businesses use one, 2, or 3 of these business generating tips.
Number 3, Monica.
Number 3 is turn a skill or passion into a business, right?
Yep.
So what are you really good at? What do you really love? And how can you turn that passion into a product, service, or brand? There's a really good example that I want you to share.
Okay, here's an example. So let's say you do really well at beadwork and you do phenomenal beadwork. And instead of just selling jewelry, just selling your beadwork, an idea to maybe diversify what you do, your skill, is teach online classes. That's a potential idea to diversify your passion or your skill. You could create DIY kits.
I love that idea.
You might, and actually, I think I've purchased one before where they're hanging earrings, and you can purchase. It was do it yourself. I bought one and I received it, and it gave me little instructions. So if you do bead, you might go, okay, I can package this kit up, and I can sell it. Another way to diversify. Or possibly, which is kind of trending now, are these subscription boxes.
Ooh, I like
where someone might, or people might really love your beadwork, and they might say, yeah, I would commit to buying one pair of earrings every other month. So you might be able to sell one person 6 earrings in a year by saying every other month you receive a subscription box, and it could be a surprise, and you get what you get and you don't throw a fit.
I love that idea.
Your talent can be more than a hobby. You can grow it into a business.
I love that. I absolutely love that. So there you have it. There you have 3 ways to come up with your next big business idea. Recap them for us.
Go ahead.
Okay. Number 1.
Yes.
Solve a personal problem, right? So that's the first way to generate a business idea.
I want to make a comment. And as I said before, you will hear a lot that if it is a problem for you, it is probably a problem for someone else.
Yes.
Go back to the pimple, acne.
Yeah.
It's a big problem. And they said, hey, it's a problem for me. Let's figure out a way to sell something to alleviate this problem. It was a problem for others. So it's a problem for you. It's probably a problem for someone else. Find a way to solve it, or find out what you do to solve it for yourself.
Exactly. So, number 1, solve a personal problem. Number 2, improve something that already exists. Don't reinvent the wheel, just make it better. And number 3, turn a skill or passion into a business.
There you go.
3 ways to generate a business idea. And ideas are everywhere. You like to say, what do you like to say?
Monica will yell at me from across the hallway. Our offices there's a hallway between us. And she'll yell at me and say, sis, I've got an idea. I've got an idea. And my response always is, I love ideas because they're free.
Exactly.
They're free. The investment comes when you start having to make that idea, turn it into action.
And that's what we want to encourage you to do today is take one of these 3 ways of generating ideas and just brainstorm. We do that all the time. Like we're constantly thinking, what's something that, is missing, or what problem are we having with our hair? How can we introduce a new product that solves a problem that nobody's addressing? And so we're going to really just encourage you to take these methods, take these steps, and just brainstorm your next big business idea.
So if this episode has inspired you and you would love to hear more about what we're talking about,
Yep.
DM us on Facebook or on Instagram using the hashtag Native Hustle Podcast.
Yes.
And
we'd love to stay in contact with you. So please direct message us. This is our first episode. We're pretty excited to bring you practical tools and tips and really help you learn and really help you put to use what we're talking about.
What we also want to be able to bring into these podcasts is real life experiences that we've had with our business over the past 25 years.
Yes.
So we're going to share some stories that you might think, what were they thinking? That was really dumb.
What were we thinking?
That was really dumb. And as the saying goes, you may make a mistake, but if you don't learn from it, that's really
Absolutely.
the big error that you've made.
Absolutely. Okay, last thing, don't forget to subscribe to this podcast and please tell your friends. Hey, we want to say goodbye, but we also want to continue to encourage you to keep moving, keep going, and let's get to work.
There you go. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.